welcome to part 2 of my Valentine's Day stash kit. Today I'm going to be doing some DIY ephemera. I'm starting out with my heart punch, my large heart punch. Actually, I'm going to be doing all 3 of my heart punches. I really wish I had kind of like an in-between size. I'm going to end up with like 20 heart punches, you guys, because I keep feeling like I need another one. Anyways, I'm just going through my paper that I picked out for my kit, and I'm just punching some hearts and some random colors just to add them to my ephemera kit. So nothing too exciting here. You will see when I get to the gold paper that it's a little harder to get through the glitter paper, and that's because the glitter paper I picked is actually a sticker paper, so it's like sticky backed, which makes it a little bit thicker and a little bit more like it feels like foam, almost like a really thin foam, but I think that's just because it's like sticker backed. But I love it, and I like that it is a sticker because it'll make it easier to put on my projects, but my punches had a little bit of a difficult time with that. So there I am, just finishing up punching those. And then I'm going to fussy cut some of this paper. In my last video, I said that I had picked this paper just so I could fussy cut some of these images, and they'll just go right into my ephemera kit. And I don't make you watch me fussy cut because it's boring enough to actually fussy cut, but even more boring to watch somebody fussy cut. So I saved you guys the pain of having to watch me do that. So I just pick out a couple of the cameras. Some of the cameras don't really go with the color scheme that I'm going with, but I really like the yellow and blue one. I think I picked like a pink one. And then here, these ones are just plain colors, so I think I picked out like another yellow, maybe a gray, and maybe a pink one, or maybe just a gray one. I don't know, but I just picked out and fussy cut a couple of those cameras. Then I have these tags that I actually got from Mary for Christmas. I think they're just like dollar store tags, but they're like a pack of 50, and they're just these perfectly tiny tags, and I love them. And I've used them on a couple projects so far. But I decided to just take some of my washi, and this is the gold foil heart washi, and I just put a strip down at the bottom, and I just thought it made kind of a fun little touch, and I can use those on really anything, layouts, happy mail, whatever. And then here I'm cutting out some banners, because those are probably my favorite pieces of ephemera, are banners. I cut out 1-inch strips, and then there's going to be banners that are 1 inch by 1.5, and that's what most of them are. And then I did one that goes horizontally instead of vertically, and that one I believe is about 4 inches, and it's less than 1 inch. It's probably about 3/4 of an inch wide. But I made a lot of banners because I really like banners, and because I'm going to be doing a DIY embellishments video, this is a lot of stuff that I can be using to make my embellishments. So that's really what I was like thinking ahead, not just to put banners on every single layout, but to add them to my DIY embellishments. So I don't know if I make you watch me cut all these. If I did, that's kind of cruel and unusual. But I guess we're going to see right now. No, I think I fast forwarded through this, so you don't have to watch me cut banners, because I'm just cutting the triangles off, and just fold it in half and then cut at an angle, and then you've got your banner shape like so. So there's all my piles of banners there, and you only had to watch me cut 2, so that's good. Now I'm going to be making some tickets. So I have this ticket punch that I believe is from Stampin' Up. I've had it for a while, and I rarely use it, even though I should, because I love tickets on like everything. The one thing I hate about this this punch though is it's got 2 sizes in it, which I mean, I guess if you wanted tiny little tickets, then you would like it. But I just like the one size, and I kind of just want a punch that has the one size of ticket. And I hate that it like wastes paper by cutting out 2 ticket sizes. Anyways, enough of my rant on that. What I'm doing here is just inking up the edges, so it just gives it, so it stands out, I guess, a little bit. So I chose yellow and blue and pink. These are just little Stampin' Up! Mini ink things. I don't know what they call them. But I just have like a pack of them, and I could not tell you what colors they are, so don't ask. It's blue and yellow and pink. So I think I did 2 edged in blue, 2 edged in yellow, 2 edged in pink. I think I left 1 just a plain ticket, and then I did 1 kind of experimented, and it turned out okay, but you'll see that next is where I emboss the edge of 1. But before I do that, I'm going to be stamping some phrases on here. So I have these little stamps, and they're from Citrus Twist. And these actually came as kind of like a little like welcome gift, like welcome to Citrus Twist. And I thought that was really nice. And they say like you are, and then there's like different sayings with them. So it's like there's ones like kind of awesome, a handful, which I love that one because that is so my son. But for these ones I did you are sweet and you are amazing, I believe. And I did a couple that were like different colors. So the you are is in one color, and then whatever sentiment I chose would be in a different color. So that's all I'm doing here, is just stamping on those. I definitely did less stamping on this ephemera pack than I did on my Christmas ephemera pack. I'm really trying to get better about using my stamps though. I did at the end, I was like, oh, I need more stamping. I did do more stamping at the end. But this is really the only thing I had planned on stamping. So anyways, so I'm stamping these tickets. I leave some just blank with the inked edges, and I think I stamped sentiments on 4 of them. So that should be the last one. And here is where I did my embossing experiment. So in hindsight, what I should have done is I should have used my embossing pen and like inked around it that way. But this worked out fine. I just took it and put it through my embossing pad. And then I dipped it through some gold embossing powder, heated it, and I was like, oh, it looks okay. And I decided it needed something else. So I took this little stamp. It's 3 hearts in a row. And this is from the Heart Day collection. I thought that looked okay. So you can see it up there in the left-hand corner. And then I decided to make some little paper airplanes. And these I did in our 14 days of Valentine's DIY videos, and they're really easy to do, and I'll link the video below if you haven't seen that yet and you want to see how to make these. They're really simple, and I just think they're super cute. So I just used that. It looks like polka dots, but it's actually like tiny little black hearts. And so I made one, and then I decided, well, since I have, because you can get 2 airplanes out of 1 square, so I thought, well, if I have that other one out, I might as well just make a second one. So I made that one too. So 2 little airplanes there. And then I think next I do some little mini envelopes. This is also in our 14 days of Valentine's DIY. I also link the envelope template for you if you want to make some of your own. But these turned out really, really cute. I decided to use this it's like a light bluish gray grid pattern. Really, really cute. You can't see it that well on the camera, but it's a really cute, subtle print. So I made one envelope out of that, and then I decided to make one envelope out of craft paper, which I'm using craft as my background on my mini kit, or mini album. That's what I meant. On my mini album, so I decided I wanted to bring some craft paper into the rest of the kit as well. So I do that next. And with the craft one, this one's just going to be a plain envelope. And I can always add something like inside of it if I wanted, because it's not closed completely, or I can close it and put like a little embellishment on the top of it. Whatever, I could really do anything with this one. With the craft one, I decided to fill the inside, well, not really fill, but it's gonna have hearts coming out of it, so like it's like an envelope like spilling out hearts. And I just used my tiny little heart punch, and I couldn't tell you what size it is, but it's the one that's sitting over on the right side. And I just used that heart punch and just punch out a bunch of little tiny pink hearts, and then have it kind of spilling out of the envelope, which I thought looked really cute. And I probably saw this on like Pinterest or something, so I was not creative enough to think of this on my own. But yeah, so I'm just doing the envelope exactly the same way. I'm gluing it up, and this one I think I glued the bottom, so it kind of stayed closed a little bit more, because I'm not sticking anything in this, so it doesn't have really the option to have anything stuck in it, because the hearts are just going to be glued up kind of on the envelope flap part. And so that's all I'm doing here, is just figuring out where I want the hearts. And I originally was like trying to place them to like get them perfect, and I realized that was a ridiculous task. And so I just decided to put dots of glue down first, and then just drop the hearts kind of wherever. And I just wanted them to kind of look like they were floating out of the envelope. And I think it turned out really cute. And the clothespins that you see on there, if you haven't watched any of my previous videos, then you might not know that I use clothespins to hold things while the glue is drying, because I am impatient. So that's all that is there. So now I'm just kind of like laying them out to see what I have and to see if I needed to add anything more. So I'm kind of laying out, I have a ton of banners, and really I kind of realized, well, I don't know if you needed this many, but you know, you can never really have too many banners. I'll use them. So I've got the banners there. Now I'm laying out my tickets, which I think turned out really cute. And you could easily make the tickets without a punch. So if you don't have a ticket punch, super easy to make tickets. In my DIY Christmas ephemera kit, I do make tickets without the punch. So I'll link that below so you can check out how to do that if you are unsure. So I've got everything down. I'm like, I feel like it's missing a little something. So I have these alphabet punches, and I decided to make a few little XOs on here. I don't love the O from this punch. I wish it was like an actual O and not like have the gap in between it, not like the stenciled O. Or if it was going to be a stenciled O, I wish that the gap wasn't so large between it, because I don't know, I find it a little distracting. And my son, when he plays with these, because he plays with these all the time, he always thinks it's a C because it's got such a large gap between it. And if you look at it from the side, it really could be a C. So I wish that was just a little bit better. So I decided that I wanted to bring some of my stamps in, because I did buy these stamps for the whole purpose of making DIY ephemera, and then I literally didn't even use them. So I just stamped a couple phrases. I'll probably stamp a few more, but for the purposes of this video, I just stamped 2, and then just kind of fussy cut around the edges for those. So I did "You're Rad," and then the other one was just "Happy Heart Day." And I'm just reorganizing my ephemera there. So that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If there's anything that you wish I would have added to this ephemera pack that I didn't, let me know as well, so the next time I make one of these videos, I will add it. And yeah, that's it. So have a great day. Thanks. Bye.